I'm back. Temperature is 8 degrees Fahrenheit according to the old car thermometer. And apparently Hammer Press has moved into the West Bottoms. And I think I know where. So I'm going there. And I'm going to go via the West End here. West End has a lot of Mexican restaurants. Actually, I'm going to veer off here. I don't usually go this way. I usually go to the main intersection of the West End, but some of the best Mexican restaurants in town. There's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of good ones in Kansas City, Kansas. Hell, why don't we try, excuse me, going the real interesting route. The back industrial areas, Santa Fe Junction interlocking. Maybe we'll see a train. It's always a big possibility. I do believe I need to go this way. Uh-oh. Somebody's got their blinkers on. I'm not used to coming at it from this direction. It's a very busy rail junction. Santa Fe Interlocking. It's where pretty much all the railroads intersect from every America, one of the busiest railroad towns in the United States. And it straddles the line, the border of Kansas and Missouri here. Give room to the bobtail here. Intermodal. That's part of the traffic down here. And some of these guys, unfortunately, take shortcuts they probably shouldn't. Intermodal operations. I think they buy up all these old tractors because, for an generally they're just shuttling it between destinations within one city. You don't need a big sleeper on them. So I think they buy these really high mileage threadbare trucks, the tractors, and then they hire guys as cheap as they can get them to drive those things, and your job all day long is to, as quickly as they can under tight deadline pressure, shuttle the intermodal boxes from one terminal to another. I could be very, very wrong about that, but and this is Santa Fe Junction. I see a train. there's another one to the north. It's waiting. Oftentimes when you come here, there'll be a train on the tracks and you have to wait. But I don't mind because I like watching trains. And if I don't have the time to do it, I don't come down here. This is also an industrial area. Lots of industry and Arena, and they just recently changed the name, I guess. This arena here was replaced by Sprint, now T-Mobile Arena, which they call it Sprint / T-Mobile Center. Now I guess it's T-Mobile Center. And that's where all the big concerts have gone to. Pardon me. Damn. Dry air. It's really hard on my sinuses. Oh, I think they have the name written on it. Hyvee Arena. The grocery store chain out of Iowa has now got their name proudly emblazoned on this place. I wonder what they're going to use it for. When it was built in, 1976, it was considered to be an architectural marvel. And it's still a perfectly good arena. But I guess this is a one arena town, so when they built, they call it the hockey puck, they pretty much abandoned this arena. And I don't think they should. I think that they should find a lot of good uses for it. We can have two arenas. This arena here, if it was in a lot of other towns, would be the primary place to go. This is the old stockyards district. There used to be a lot of meat packing plants, slaughterhouses, everything. And that's all the railroads would bring. Well, at one time, this was kind of a railhead. And all the cattle would be driven north into Kansas and grazed on, and still are grazed in what's called the Flint Hills, which are these big, beautiful rolling hills in central Kansas. I mean, they are gorgeous to drive through. And they still use it for grazing cattle before bringing them to, unfortunately, being turned into meat. And this area here is where all the packing plants were. But no more. I think St. Joseph has something similar to this. Another reason why all the railroads came here, because they would bring all the cattle here, process them, and then the trains would deliver them to points east. And if you've ever noticed, everywhere you go in the world, literally in the world, you'll see what's called a Kansas City cut steak, usually on the menu. Kansas City strip. And actually, it's one of my favorites. I always order it. It's kind of a medium size, pretty tasty. But there's a reason why they call it the Kansas City strip, because Kansas City's place in the world as one of the main meat packing areas, and that was right here in the West Bottoms. a lot of these big buildings here were headquarters for farm implement, farm machinery. I know there's a John Deere. Okay, now I'm looking for hammer press. I found it. And there's somebody on my tail getting upset because they want to be somewhere else. I'm going to park right here and go on in. So yeah, we're here. We're used to it. Hey, hey.